Hi, this is Dominic from Paphos Life, and today's film is a drone flight along Paphos Boardwalk, starting as far east as we can get before we hit the airport exclusion zone. So we're looking down at Pakiamos Beach and Louis Imperial Hotel, which is going to be called Imperial Island Hotel, I think, after its refit. And speaking of refits, Olympic Lagoon Resort is having one of those at the moment. There it is. Looking very nice. And next to it you have Suite 48 and the Amphora Resort, and beyond that you have the two towers. Excuse that little drone wobble there, bit of wind. Now, between an Amphora and Sodat Beach and the Antasia Beach Bar, there's this wasteland area, which also has some trees growing in it. And somewhere here, they're going to be building a new five-star hotel. It'll be managed by the people who own Alexander the Great Hotel. I don't know exactly where it's going yet, but I just know that the Sodat Winery gave the go-ahead for their land to be used in this fashion. It was described as being Sodat Beach, but I very much doubt they're going to build a hotel there. So presumably it'll be in that area to the right of the car park. Whether it'll be the green area or the grey area, I don't know. If you look on this land registry, there are actually two different pockets of land. So I'm going to try and get more information, and when I do have it, I will let you know as soon as possible. Right, but here we're going over Antasia Beach Bar and Sodat Beach. There's no sunbeds or anything, and the hotel on the right is the Amavi, which is a couples only. And then you have the Alexander the Great Hotel. And the Alexander the Great was voted by Paphos Life Facebook viewers as their most popular hotel. I will do a top 5 film of the various hotels, and it was all a bit of fun. I mean, we had like hundreds of replies, but if your hotel wasn't mentioned, don't worry, don't take it as an insult. And now we're going over where the Limnaria comes out into the water. Just there you can see. I had to cut the film a bit there because there was a bit of something was blocking the drone signal, if you're wondering what that little judder was. And after the Limnaria you have the Elmira Spa and the Elmira Hotel. Magnificent, even though it's the start of February. And in front of the Elmira, you've got a little strip of sand, which is Alaiki Beach. It's actually a blue flag beach. And most people actually tend to swim on the little reef that you can see on the left of the screen there. And the hotel in the centre of the screen now is the Annabelle Hotel. Got lots of swimming pools there. Very nice. And now we're coming up to the Municipal Baths, which is another blue flag beach. And on this day, there probably were a few swimmers down there. And that's the Bania restaurant. And you can just see the lighthouse and the Archaeological Park in the top of the picture. And on this little jetty here at the end, you'll have Fish Boy, or the Little Fisherman as he's known properly. And some people are just going out to inspect him. And now we're going to come in a bit closer. And down there is the Wooden Pub, very popular place. And there's Paphos Seafront's little beach on the left. And when we have storms, half the beach tends to end up on the seafront because there's no sea wall there, though it does get swept back again fairly quickly. I mean, the advantage, I suppose, of having no sea wall is that it's easy to sweep back again. And just down here on the right is where the Paphos Life webcam is, looking over to Castle. And we've gone past the Moorings restaurant, and you've got Harbour restaurant on the right down there too. And others as well. I'm not going to name every single restaurant though. We've got the lovely clean seafront. Now, in the next month or two, it's going to be trickier flying with drone here because the birds will be in their breeding season and they can get quite territorial. If you're a regular viewer, you'll remember previous films of seabirds trying to dive bomb the drone. But also I still have to be on the lookout for storms. So there haven't been as many drone films recently as there used to be, but that's part of the reason. Also, it's only a certain amount of times you can fly over the same beach, really. But we're just going over Paphos Harbour now. They're the restaurants down below. They're fairly quiet at the moment. Not all of them are open. I know Sail at the Castle is there. And speaking of castles, how's that for a nice segue? We're just coming up to it. And we'll pivot around it so you can see it from all angles. Then we're going to fly up towards the headland. Alex used a good word to describe something like promontory. But that was Alex's word. And you can see the Archaeological Park coming into view as well. Very nice. There's the lighthouse again, and before that you have where all the mosaics are. And before that you have the outdoor mosaics and the 4 houses. Or 3 of them, I think, in the Archaeological Park. I say houses, I mean old Roman ones and Greek ones, Hellenic. So, let's see how far the drone takes us up here before that battery low message starts blinking. It's nice to see that the trees they planted in bits part of the way along this route have started growing properly now, so they'll be providing shade in years to come. Because one of the criticisms that people had about the walkway was that there was very little shade there. I think if they'd put in lots of shade though, people would have moaned that there was too much shade, because some people just like to moan. But personally, I think the whole area looks lovely. I can't help wondering though how much more artifacts etc. are beyond below the ground here. Because somewhere down there there'll be a city wall going around the whole of the Archaeological Park and a little bit of the seafront area. But it's been buried under centuries and centuries of dust. And if you've been here the last few weeks, that's not as unfeasible.